In a recent video, I explained why I think Tombstone is the worst perk in all of Call of Duty Zombies. Now, naturally, many people were very passionate about a different perk being the worst. That perk being Who's Who. Who's Who is the basis for what Tombstone in Cold War ended up becoming. When you go down, you will spawn into a doppelganger form. In that form, you have the chance to go and revive yourself. Now, many people think that this is the worst perk for a few reasons. First of all, when you spawn into your doppelganger form, you'll notice that you're missing quite a few things. You don't get any of the weapons or perks that you had prior to going into your doppelganger, which makes it quite difficult to revive yourself. Additionally, if you're playing solo and you take a down while you're in this form, your game is over, even if you had quick revive before. It's an incredibly risky perk to use. However, on the other hand, if you use it correctly and successfully, you can revive yourself and it can be quite overpowered. This perk allows solo players to circumvent the limit of 3 downs, because you keep quick revive as long as you successfully revive yourself in Who's Who, and Who's Who doesn't have any limits. So if you use Who's Who over and over again, you can take unlimited downs. Now, some of you might not see the value in this, but take a look at what happens with world record level players. The current world record, held by Issue at round 219, took a total of 17 downs. This is because the strategy after round 100 is quite difficult. If he was limited to only 3 downs, it would have been significantly harder for him to get to the highest round that he did, and he might not have been able to go past round 200, at least without a lot more practice. Despite this, most players in the community still dislike Who's Who, because it can be quite difficult to revive yourself, and it ends up being riskier for most than just using quick revive normally. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why I think Who's Who is actually one of the best perks in zombies, and I'm going to teach you how you can utilize the perk to your advantage much more easily. Firstly, let me start by teaching you all 3 tricks. First trick I'm going to mention, I also mentioned in my previous video. If you get Perma Quick Revive before you start your match, it will make it much easier to revive your main body. All the footage I'm going to show in this entire video uses Perma Quick Revive, and you can see how quickly I'm able to revive myself. Now, the second trick I'm going to show you only works on solo, but it is a great fallback option in case you're having trouble reviving yourself. Many people don't realize this, but on solo, as long as you have both Who's Who and Quick Revive, you don't actually have to revive yourself. In this example you see here, I spawned in kind of a bad spot where reviving myself would be too risky. So all I have to do is run away for 45 seconds. As long as you don't down in those 45 seconds, your quick revive will kick in and your original body will revive itself. This works 100% of the time as long as you have both Quick Revive and Who's Who, and as long as you don't go down while you're in your doppelganger form. The last trick is by far the least known, but I think it's the most important, because using it makes reviving yourself significantly easier. First, you will need to get monkeys out of the box. Now, this trick requires that you have some decent reaction time. When you are trapped and you are certain that you are about to go down, press the button to throw a monkey. Even if you go into Who's Who, you will still throw the monkey. Then, once you spawn in as your doppelganger, you can run directly to your body and revive yourself before the zombies even have a chance to chase after you. And the best part about this trick is that when you use this trick, the game doesn't even take away one of your monkeys. So you see in this footage, I have 3 monkeys before I went down, and when I go to revive myself, I still have 3 monkeys. I recommend that when you do this, you look up so that the monkey goes farther away. There's a chance that the monkey will bounce off of the zombies surrounding you and land next to you, which will make it harder to revive yourself. Even if this does happen, see how close you can get to your body. You might still be able to pull off the revive. Now, if you can't pull off the revive with the monkey, or if you don't have monkeys, then that's okay. For the rest of this video, I'm going to teach you how to easily revive yourself the old-fashioned way. I'm going to show you 4 of the main spots on the map that most people like to camp or train, and I'm going to teach you how to easily utilize these spots to revive yourself 100% of the time. The main theme with all of these is that you don't want to rush directly to your body. You have lots of time, so what you want to do is first hoard up as many of the zombies as you can, carefully lead them away from your body, then run towards your body and quickly get the revive. It's that simple. Hoard up, run away, and then run back to your body. Here are the 4 main spots on the map that you should be running, and how you can easily revive yourself in all 4 of them. The first spot is in the Sushi room. Now this spot can be a bit tricky, so if you aren't able to make it to your body right away, then I recommend you run up to where the SVU is. Here you can do cutbacks until most of the zombies are behind you. Then head down to where your body is. It's as simple as that. Now, I'll be honest and I'll say that this is the spot I recommend the least of these spots that I'm going to mention, because there's a chance you'll end up getting a really bad respawn. If you spawn on the other side of the sushi bar, then you might have a lot of trouble getting to your body. So instead, take the slide down, hoard up in the room with the hole, and allow quick revive to revive you after 45 seconds. The next spot is the room with the hole below the B23R. In this room, I recommend that you hoard up a bit, then jump down into the hole down to the lower level. Down here, you can do cutbacks until all the zombies are behind you. Then quickly run up to your body. This is actually quite easy to replicate. All you need to do is go down, cutbacks in the corner, and then just run back up. The next spot is in the elevator shaft. Now, of these 3 spots so far, this is by far the best spot to camp to round 100. In the future, I'll make a different video on how to do that. It's also the spot that is the easiest to revive yourself in. When you enter Who's Who, you will always spawn right here, below where the room with the hole is. All you need to do is wait a few seconds for the zombies to start respawning, then carefully jump down to your body. You should have more than enough time to jump down and revive yourself before the zombies respawn. Be careful not to jump down too early, because you need to give the zombies below time to despawn first. Now the last spot is in the Trample Steam room. Of course, you shouldn't really be running here before round 100, but this is the strategy you will have to run after round 100 because the Sliquifier doesn't work as well. The Trample Steam is the only thing that kills after round 100, and this is what the world record uses. Now the same principles apply, except this is just a tighter area. Hoard up the zombies with cutbacks in whatever area you can, and keep them as tight as possible. Then bring them as far as you can, and run and revive yourself. In this spot, the monkey trick is going to be the most effective, just because of how tight this area is. Now, alternatively, if you're a god gamer like I am, you could pull off this jump, and then run around onto the roof and jump across to revive yourself without being chased by any zombies. Now, regardless of where you want to play the game, the principles are always the same. Hoard up the zombies, carefully lead them away, and then run back to your body. It's actually super easy to practice. Plus, using the monkey trick and Perma quick revive will make this drastically easier. Now, I know what some of you are thinking watching this. What if I'm training in the Buddha room? What if I'm camping on the roof? The answer is simple. Don't camp there. Don't train there. Those are both terrible strategies. I know what other people have said back in 2012 and 2013. There's no reason you should be running there. Especially if you're on the roof, this might happen to you. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial on how to effectively use Who's Who. Who's Who is actually one of my favorite perks, and it's one of the strongest perks if you know how to utilize it properly. It almost makes me upset that it only appeared on one map. Give these tips a try, and I guarantee that you will have a higher success rate at reviving yourself, and maybe you will think that Who's Who is a high tier perk like I do also. If you like this video, leave a like, and subscribe for more tips and tricks just like this. Black Ops 6 releases this Friday, and I will be searching for as many tricks and strategies to help you survive as I can find. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.